Yeah, this is Freebie. Say hello to
Hello.
everybody. Uh, and goodbye. Welcome to everyone to another week of FlutterFlow Live with myself, Joss, and my co-host Dimitar.
Hey.
um, we are, and to all of you who are watching in the future, hello to you as well. And thanks to everyone who joined live. As a little overview of what we're going to be talking about this week, we are going to do our normal news update. We will then, I have a few things to show you which were asked in the community. And then because this week is the official switch to null safety week, we are going to one more time go through a project that Dimitar has prepared, which is needing to be migrated to null safety, and go through and flail our way through trying to migrate that project. So yeah, if you have any questions, please do. If you're watching live, drop them. We will do our best to answer them a little bit better maybe than last week. We'll just try to answer them as soon as you guys ask them, rather than holding them all to the end. I think that's probably better. And yeah,
Yeah.
so shall we get started?
Yeah, I think so.
So what's new in FlutterFlow this week? Well, nothing, according to the community. um, so this is the latest update. Is the one we covered last week. So we are going to do something else because they have not given us an update. Which is, if you notice at the bottom of this, it says new features we are working on, API improvements. And so we're going to give you guys a little sneak peek behind the scenes at what the beta version of what that's actually going to look like. Dimitar, do you want to drive me around as I kind of show
Yeah,
this?
sure. So the thing about the beta version, actually, it's probably this is the first thing we should explain. Is about the ability. I was talking about that with the team, and okay, I just got a message actually from the
What?
FlutterFlow team. I just got it, and they said probably it's not a good idea to share any information.
I guess we're not
So
sharing that.
yeah, so yeah, we can talk about
We
generally
can
about
talk about it generally, maybe.
yeah, because yeah, the whole idea with because I was talking about with that with the FlutterFlow team, and then that was my idea. I don't know if they just get my idea or they come up before that as well with the same idea that I was thinking about. But because when there is a new feature, this I think this is a natural thing when you're the developer or something like that. When there is a new feature, it's 99% better to just have a team that it's actually testing this feature and to see is everything okay with it, because at the end of the day, if there are 1, 2, or 5 or 50 developers working on something, you cannot just expect that they will just think about everything that could eventually lead to a break or to an error. And because we are both of us actually we are very active in the community, and we saw that there were some times that when they push a new feature, actually after 1 or 2 days someone is writing on the community that it's not working as expected, so to say. And yeah, so my idea was to just I just wrote to them, it would be nice if there is a better version of FlutterFlow. So if there are new features coming up, to just be able, just a few people to just test them out and just see if everything is okay, and then push them in the general public. So we actually got access, I think today, right? I
Yeah,
think
today.
today. Yeah, today we got access to the beta version, and we were not sure if we can actually share something from the beta version. But as I said, I just received a message from the FlutterFlow team, so they said it's better. They prefer not to share something with a beta version. But in generally, we can just say that this is a good thing, and this is thing that is going forward. And with this future, the whole idea is to just not have errors after releasing to the main public. So I think I can say that right now we are 20 people or around 20 people in the beta. And yeah, the more the better. So I don't know. I think it's safe to say, Josh, that if someone wants to access to the beta version, probably they can just, if they feel uh, good about it or they want to help the FlutterFlow team, they can probably write to them,
Yeah,
right?
I think the more eyes, the better in general on these things, because nobody, as
Yeah.
you said, nobody can catch anything. So
Yeah.
that means our news section is a bit scrapped this week. Instead, we will improvise. And because this question, someone left a comment which made me laugh, and which was from Sebastian Larson. I have a question. What are the other members of your pirate themed metal band? But in all seriousness, what are your backgrounds? Where have you lived, worked, and partied? And how did you meet? Um, so I guess we can answer that instead for the news. I don't know if
Yeah.
you want to go first and say a bit about your background, Dimitar.
Yeah, so I'm my age is I'm 38. I'm from Bulgaria originally, born in Bulgaria, but I was living in Austria, I was living in Germany, and I'm right now I'm living in Sweden. And I actually started to develop like 5 or 6 or 7 years ago. Not that I'm not I was not developing like from teenager stuff or something like that. And actually, to be honest, the thing that started me to develop and just actually to learn to code is because I myself was dealing with a lot of coders, not a lot of, but okay, some like 5 or something like that, not a lot. And I was not happy with the time they doing stuff, and I was thinking to myself, okay, that should not be that hard, and it's better for me to just learn, just get 1 or 2 years and then learn to code and then do everything myself than to just expect someone to do it instead of me and pay the money. And actually, I think this is one of the best decisions that I did in my life. I actually graduated in Sofia because the Sofia is the capital of Bulgaria. So I graduated there, and the university it's called Soft Oni University, and I graduated with PHP and JavaScript. And I think 3 or 4 years ago, I stumbled upon Dart and Flutter, and I was very excited that you can actually build one code you can build for both Android and iOS. And I started to learn that first from Udemy, and then yeah, from everything in between. But yeah, I think that's all for now for me. And I really like FlutterFlow and the whole idea of it. I'm not a designer. I'm a coder. I'm a backend coder. So I'm not very good with the design. So I'm super happy that FlutterFlow is there and that I can just drag and drop like the buttons and everything. Because before that, I should just write this like in the code and then see what's going on in the app and then just write again and then see what's so this is taking like a lot of time and it's not practical, I think.
Well,
So yeah.
that's Dimitar's story. My story is I'm neither a designer nor a developer. My background, I'm actually originally English. I grew up in Silicon Valley, just down the street from what my mother once described as a small little computer company in Cupertino, which was on the verge of bankruptcy at the time when we moved there. And then also, yeah, I went to university in the Netherlands and Germany. I've lived and worked in Slovakia, and now I'm based in the UK. My background, yeah, is in economics and history. I've always been interested in programming, but I was never able to really get into it. I bought books on it. I don't like to learn. So like, I don't like to be taught stuff. So I didn't do like a Udemy course, which I maybe should have done, like Dimitar instead. But I could see when I saw FlutterFlow, what was really exciting to me was I tried a lot of the other no-code tools because for me, I was looking to set up my business flex. And I kind of like Dimitar, I was like, I don't want to have somebody else doing this for me because I know what it should be like, and I don't want to kind of lose control of it, I guess, or not be able to input, not understand what the developers, having worked at startups before, where I was like, why is it taking this long to fix this little thing? It shouldn't be that hard to just change the background color of something. And it was always like down the developer queue. So my philosophy for Flex was always that I want everybody in our team to be able to contribute to our app. And if they catch a bug, kind of like with the beta program, having more eyes, being able to actually input in it. So I wanted to go down the no-code route. We tried a bunch. We tried Adalo. We tried something called DraftBit, which definitely no disrespect to the DraftBit team. They're great guys, and it's a great product. It's very similar to FlutterFlow. The difference is based on React Native rather than Flutter. And I think that, for me, was the biggest difference, even at the time when we switched and scrapped our fifth time we built our app, essentially. We scrapped it and started again in FlutterFlow. Even though FlutterFlow couldn't do everything, I could see that underneath it had all like Lego building blocks and would be more expandable. Whereas just because of the nature of React Native, I feel like a lot more was maybe like behind the scenes and hacked together. When in the one we were using with DraftBit, which wouldn't have been good long term. And so, 2 years ago, I didn't code anything. And now my co-founder always says I have to admit I'm a developer now. I refuse to admit that. But
you are actually getting on the way. And like after 1 year, I think you'll be better than most of the developers.
Because the reason I refuse to admit that is because for me, I just have this log jam in my head that developers do things in a complicated way that's not like human, and and that what I want to be able to do is just build stuff. And so the phrase visual, there's a great podcast, the visualdev.fm. It's an American podcast, but they talk about the phrase visual developer, which I like much more than no code, because FlutterFlow is code. It does everything that code does. It just does it in a way that's accessible, and that you can learn. So literally everything I know right now, I've learned in the past year and a half. So and just because when I want to do something, I kind of try to figure it out. And so that's kind of the point, we've said it before, of this live streams, is to hopefully help other people do things. So hopefully that explains a bit about who we are and where we are.
Yeah.
I guess we're at a party everywhere. But,
there are two people actually.
The community. We met
we met in the community, and I wrote to George first because he was very active, and I saw him that he have I was actually surprised that you have a appointment schedule, like an online appointment schedule. And that was, for me, that was super advanced. Like, who has appointment schedule in the community? And then because I just wrote to you in reality I just wanted to talk with someone, because like in reality, like in real talk, like a video chat, or what I mean. And then you were actually the first one, to be honest, that replied to me or to answer my call. So it's great. I mean, you're a great guy, and I'm really happy that we bond and we connect. And I'm very happy that you have the time to do the live streams. And I think
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think we're helping people. And there are actually three people right now that
hello,
are
welcome.
joining
Thank
us.
You for joining us to this little heart, this bro out man love session.
And Chris actually. And Chris actually asked, is there a video or just chat? And to answer Chris, there as we said in the beginning, there should have the news update, but because there are no news, we just decided to talk about ourselves right now.
But we will get into showing you some kind of stuff now. And if you have any questions, please do just drop them. Is there a video or just chat? I'm assuming that means there should be video.
Yeah, I think it's strange, but there is not the video. There is no video, which is strange. At least I don't see any video. I only see a black screen.
For what? For me?
Inside is the YouTube.
For YouTube?
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I only see a black screen, which is strange.
Like on the link that I sent you?
Like on the live stream, yeah. Do you see? I only see the black screen and your logo, the Flex logo.
Oh, so you don't see but I see
No.
you.
No, I see you. I see you here.
Yeah.
But when I go to the YouTube version, there is
Okay.
only a black screen, which is strange.
Let me. I don't know why that is. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. Yeah, you're right. It's just like we're doing a podcast right now.
That's strange.
The
This should not be like that. So
Yeah,
for
no.
everyone just joining us, yeah, for everyone just
People-
joining us, this should not be only black screen. It's strange. It's actually the first time. This is actually the first time that this is happening,
Yeah.
right? And
No.
it's more the funny part is that you just paid for it. So
Yeah, I
it's
know.
actually the first time that this is happening.
Yeah.
So,
No.
and it's more the funny part is that
I just paid for a subscription finally to do all these cool extra features,